calls him Sakari. Like
I haven't played Warhammer in I don't know how long. I was way
high
into
school.
it though.
Yeah, it's been since high school for me.
It.
You know, the funny thing is, I was really super into playing Warhammer in high school, and now that I think about it, I'm like, where did I get all that money to buy all that shit?
I
didn't know about girls and beer. That's how come.
That's why. Yeah,
girls and beer.
I hadn't been introduced to whiskey yet, and so
I got into it like roughly around when I was about 30, and I had disposable income at that time, so I had like 10 armies at one time. I had like 5 fantasy and like 5 40K armies. It was insane.
So this is a fantasy 15mm scale P1000 rat that the Germans wanted to eventually build.
Yeah.
Christ. So, and that's 15mm?
15mm scale.
Holy crap, that thing's enormous.
Well, so this was the largest tank turret ever built, which was the Mouse. So, and that's a secondary gun on the back end of it for scale.
Yeah, I saw the blueprints for that. They were legit wanting to make something basically the size of a building and make it roll.
Yeah. So this was the turret this was the upgraded turret that was going to go on, I believe, the Gneisenau? Or it wasn't it was a Scharnhorst.
This is a 28mm scale. Yeah. That's 15mm scale.
You want to hear the best thing? Owning a tank in the U.S.
bigger than this whole tank in real life.
You could legally own a tank in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that in Canada too.
And the UK as well, I think.
You can't own a 30-round capacity magazine, but you can own a tank.
Right.
My regiment, I'm with the Ontario Regiment. We have a museum that started off as quote unquote the Ferret Club when we're getting rid of the ferrets back in the 60s. And now it's grown that it's the largest living museum in North America. I had to transition it from an army museum. I had to start the paperwork to get it moved over to Heritage Canada. They control all of our museums. It's huge. If you want to see tanks, look up the Canadian Tank Museum. That used to be the Ontario Regiment Museum. It's beautiful. It's got everything. If they don't have it, they're getting it.
Are we still waiting for someone?
Waiting for 2 dudes, aren't we?
Yeah, Brian said he's going to be a little bit late, and I believe Mystery said that he was going to be out this session.
Oh, yeah, family stuff, I think he said. Yeah.
I will just remove him from the board. But yeah, Brian said he's running just a little bit late, so he will be coming in. I will go ahead and bring us in. Welcome to Town on the Edge of Shadow, the Braunhaven official Summer of Siege campaign. And where we left off, the party had made their way into this mysterious town. It has no name. It's just the town. And as they made their way into the town, they met a local woman that goes by the name of Madge. But she's not even sure if that's her real name. She evidently is suffering from the same form of memory loss as the party is. And according to Madge, that's pretty normal. And so the first thing that Madge did is she took them to the local inn. Again, it has no name. But she has told them, and they saw that this town has some other people living in it, and she explained to them that that the forest is dangerous, and that these creatures come out at night to try to kill them, but at least it provides for them, and so they have some domesticated animals, and they have some plots of land that they are able to cultivate fruits and vegetables, and so they do not go hungry, and they have actually been able to brew their own beers and ales and whatnot. And so that is what she has served them with, and she gives them a hearty bowl of stew. And during this conversation, as she explains the ins and outs of the town and the surrounding forest, she let them know there are 3 roads that exit out of the town. The road that they came in on disappeared. The old ruddy road, when they turned around, The forest had enclosed behind them, and there was no sign of a road. They were just standing on what appeared to be a dirt path that kind of truncated where they were standing. There's Brian. And so
Hey, Brian.
And so she kind of went over and said that there are 3 roads that lead out of town. Or, I'm sorry, there are 4 roads that lead out of town. There is the West Road, the North Road, the East Road, and the South Road. And she said that it is pretty normal for newcomers that end up in the town to want to try to explore. Everybody wants to try to get back home. She tells them that there are a few things that they're going to learn are just simple facts. Is that after night falls, of course, the night terrors come out and want to kill everybody. So, that there's that. But also, it seems that the low-hanging fog of the forest gets denser. And in the night, you can get turned around very easily in this fog and separated from your group. And the next thing that you know, when you step out of the fog, you are walking back into the town. And she says it happens to everybody at least a couple of times. And so, but nobody here will try to stop you if you decide that you want to try to explore. And while she also explained that the carnival comes to town every so often. And of course, with the carnival come the jesters. And it is during this time that the town sees many people disappear with no explanation. But the carnival, the jesters also occasionally bring a letter that they give to a particular resident of the town. Anyone, it's random. And the resident usually then takes that letter and they pack up their belongings and they leave via the North Road the next day. And if they are asked about the letter, they are told that they're not allowed to speak of it, and they just leave, and they're never heard from again. While this was all being explained to the party, they noticed that there was this sword hanging over the fireplace in the tap room. And Madge said that it's just a sword. If you're getting any ideas, about trying to defend the town against the night terrors, don't bother. And so Holgrim grabbed it and examined it, and he found that it is actually an exceptionally well-made sword. It is an expert long sword, which gives because of its excellent balance, it gives a +1 to hit. And it is made of pure iron. Now, the downside, of course, to that is that pure iron takes a little bit more maintenance than a steel sword as far as sharpening goes. But it is made of pure iron, and so he has taken this and he replaced the sword with his, and he is now carrying a pure iron expert longsword. That's where we left off. So Madge has told you that essentially, it'll probably help if I open up my master map here. Dun, dun, dun. So for anybody that is interested, this is a adventure that I published. And with the adventure, you get all of these maps. The PDF includes all of the digital assets, and so all of these maps are included, including this inn and the surrounding countryside and everything. So, there we go. All right, and so. Madge tells you that there are a couple of houses in the town that are vacant, and she says that tomorrow, it's getting a bit late in the day now. She says that tomorrow they'll get you situated and get you into a house. But in the meantime, there are rooms available on the second floor of the inn, and you are welcome to stay here. They keep the place nice and clean and tidy, and for just such occasions. It is not unheard of for people to suddenly step out of the forest just as you did, and so they try to keep the inn clean and ready for newcomers. And she says that tonight It's your first night in town, and she tells you, she also explained that the talismans, the holy symbol of Janelle, the Dawnbringer, hang on uh, nails next to on the door jambs of all the doors, and that keeps, for some reason, the night terrors cannot enter if that is hanging there. And so all of the houses have those. There's one hanging by the door in the inn, and and so she tells you that tonight's, your first night. It's going to be, I guess you could say, exciting. You're probably not going to get too good of a night of sleep because the night terrors show up every night, and the only time the night terrors don't show up is when the carnival is in town. So that's something. But normally by now the carnival, you would have heard the calliope music. The carnival would have been here, and they would have already been setting up. And so she fully expects for the night terrors to be here. And she kind of goes into saying that they seem to be, the night terrors seem to be more energetic on those nights when there are new people in the town. And so she tells you that she and a couple of others will stay in the inn with you guys down here in the tap room to make sure that everything's okay with you guys, and then they'll get you situated in the morning. So this stairwell right here leads upstairs to the second floor of the inn, where the bedrooms are. I almost said staterooms, playing too much Traveler. And this door here has has a symbol of Janelle hanging on it on a nail, as does this door. So both of these doors are protected. What would you guys like to do? Like I said, it's getting dark, and it's starting to get to be that twilight stage outside, and so it's going to be dark soon.
Since I'm a cleric and I do have a special knowledge, since I am a temple acolyte, I know our minds are muddled and we don't really know what's going on, but can I try and recall to see if I remember anything using my mythology skill about the creatures or the carnival or even the god? That's protecting the town.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a intelligence check, and you can add your level to that. Mr. Brian, I can see you. You got a new camera. Sir, that is an epic beard.
Oh, nice.
It's actually going to get chopped off pretty soon. But
for the love of God, no.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
I trimmed mine the other day, and I'm regretting it. I should have never done that.
This is as long as I can make my beard go before it just goes like frizzy as all hell. So I got to keep it at number 1. So don't, man. I'm so jealous.
I look like fucking Santa Claus. I look like Santa Claus when I do it because it's all gray.
Yeah.
My girlfriend calls it because mine's so gray. It's like, thanks, hon.
Right.
Yeah, all the gray is part of why I want to go down a little bit. I'm like, I need to take a couple years off.
So on a 19, you don't really remember much of hearing about anything that would have to do with the night terrors. It is clear to you that from what you've seen that they are of a demonic presence. And you still have the suspicion that they are tied to the shades that were in the cave, and your suspicion on it is that perhaps, so the night terrors, they're night terrors, they're not day terrors. You never see them during the day, and your theory, your religiosity theory on this is that perhaps during the day they retreat to the cave out of sunlight, and they, while in the caves, revert to the shade. and then at night they're able to, when they leave the cave and they're able to muck about, they actually take a more physical form, and this is the night terrors. But as far as, I mean, from your viewpoint, I mean, they have a fairly atypical demonic kind of psyche, you know, being the difference. So the way I metagame here, the way I wrote the Braunhaven is that if you go back to, like, not necessarily OD&D, but at least basic Dungeons and Dragons, the basic and expert box sets, right? And even Beckme. Gary Gygax made really no distinction. He didn't put a line anywhere between demons. Yes, those books. Between demons and devils. To him, they're all from hell. They're one and the same. And it didn't come until after, I believe, I don't even think it was with second edition. I think it was when WotC took over, that they started to make a real line in the sand of, you know, what it meant to be a devil, what it meant to be a demon. And that's kind of where you get this, you know, the eternal war where, you know, somehow, like in 5th edition, somehow the devils, even though they're lawful evil, are somehow the good guys because they're fighting and keeping the devil or the demons who are chaotic evil in check. And there's this eternal war that's going on between the abyss and the nine hells. It's ridiculous. In Braunhaven, demons are to devils as angels are to gods. The big difference, where demons and angels are completely, you know, different in how they do things, is that once the devils decide that they want to unleash their hordes of demons on whatever plane, that's it. They can't, even the devils have a hard time reining them in because they are chaotic evil. They are complete chaos. They are running around wearing mortals' rib cages as hats and just, you know, being completely insane. Whereas, of course, devils are much more, you know, wanting to make deals with mortals. And in both cases, mortal souls are a type of currency in both the nine hells and the abyss. And so that's kind of how demons play it. So you are versed in the psychology of demons. As far as, and let me find him. Da, da, da. Where did he go? There he is. So as far as the holy symbols, you're not. It's very strange, because you know Janao. He's the warm prophet, the Lord of Sunlight, the bringer of dawn. He is a greater god. His provinces are light, life, and nature. You know that he, everything that you've been taught, being a cleric of the new faith, you know that Janao supposedly resides within the celestial palace, which is the higher plane, and the celestial palace encompasses all of the sub realms of every form of heaven that mortals can possibly come up with. It even includes, like, what is it, the 42 heavens of the Arentian religions, and all of the good stuff happens in the celestial palace. You know that his places of worship, temples, aside from churches, temples, and shrines, which you haven't found any of those yet. It's weird to you that you're seeing all of these holy symbols, but you haven't. The only church that you've found is right here in the town. You haven't run into any, like, roadside shrines or anything like that. But you also know that he can be worshipped in open fields and forest clearings where the sun can be seen in the sky. So it has to have a clearing over the canopy. He's law good. Sacrifices hanging mobiles of polished metal that can easily reflect the sunlight. So one of the ways to worship him in one of these open clearings in the forest is you hang shiny baubles that can reflect sunlight. His holy day is he has the 6th month of every year is dedicated to his holy days. A superstition of Janao is the death of a bird during a solar or lunar eclipse. His preferred weapon is the broadsword or longsword. And common adage is that, in quotes, the bringer of dawn brings something new with each day's start. Aside from that, it's aside from that, you know about Janao, but as far as like a connection to this place, the only thing that you can see is, of course, the bringer of the dawn or the Lord of Sunlight, of course, would have some smiting action against creatures of the night. But aside from that, you're not seeing how he plays into any of this.
Okay, I relate all this to the party. I'll give my working theory of how I think those creatures we saw in the caves are the night haunts, the night terrors, and during the night they transform into they manifest as a physical being hunting down people. That's my working theory, and that the holy symbols around this area, so doesn't seem to be any signs of worship, like temples, but we do know that the worship in clearings, and this whole town is in a clearing. So that might be something there. So that, yeah.
What is what is Holgrim planning to do for the night?
Holgrim is considering right now whether he's just going to wait it out or whether he's going to test the sword on them and see if it does any damage. And he's trying to figure out a way in which he can do that without exposing his friends, like his party, and himself to any explicit danger, but at the same time going, if this is a way to deal with these guys, maybe this is the ticket.
Okay. So
Wayne would like to ask a question.
Sure.
So you telling me these things just won't open a door because of the symbol? What if the door's already open? Do they just not go in or something? I don't understand. Symbols don't have that kind of power where I'm from.
Well, actually, Wind. So Wind and Brogan may have actually already answered that question for yourselves, because back at the rotting house on the hill when you stayed the night and there was the whole dead baby thing and all of that, at some point one of them did try to open the door, and when they grabbed that handle, and this happened on the front and back, but Brogan and Wind would have seen it from the window, it started to burn their hand, and they let go and they jumped back, and you would have seen the smoke coming off of their hands. Now, you may not have correlated that with the symbol. You might have thought that maybe Egan had done something, or maybe Holgrim had done something downstairs, because there was an overhang there. But you did see some of the smoke coming off of their hands. That is a good question. I mean, these holy symbols are very crudely cut. They're just carved out of wood, bark, and just a simple leather thong. But there it is. So I don't know if Egan has a more cleric-y type of answer for that.
I'll say that it's one of the mysteries of the power of the gods, which us mortals cannot really comprehend. That their works are always in mystery, but we accept these things as these are blessings upon the mortal realm. There we go.
Yeah.
So there's rules. We might not understand all the rules, but there's rules, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll live with that. Whatever. It's something I can't control, but it's a thing. Works for me.
Ian.
Oh yeah. I'll also state that that longsword is the weapon of choice of the gods, whose symbol is everywhere. So Janelle's. So it might be connected. And also says it's a nice fancy iron sword, maybe more so. Ooh.
That's the other
You
thing.
could always hold the door open for you, and you could run out there and be brave, and we'll close it. And if you come back, we'll open it for you.
That
And otherwise,
Will we though?
So that is another thing that Egan would know with that 19 that you rolled, is that demons are susceptible to pure iron. They are vulnerable to pure iron. So,
Okay.
So let's say that you have a demon that has weapon immunity +1, meaning it has to be normally a magical weapon of +1 or better. Not if it is a pure iron weapon. They will take damage from a pure iron weapon.
Okay.
But also, I'm going to send you, Egan. I'm sending you a private message on Discord.
Yep.
And you can relate the information however you like.
Okay.
Let's see here. How do I want to put it?
I'm sorry, I'm taking up too much time, guys.
No. This is good.
How dare you?
no, this is solid. You're giving us lore and shit. And all right, we like
This is awesome. This is roleplay 101, babe. I'm loving it.
I know.
On here.
You're playing with uber nerds. Clearly, we love this sort of stuff.
Right.
Let's go, nerds. Uh-oh.
When we
I said
were,
let's go. I didn't even go away.
we were at Gen Con, and one of our friends wanted to go see Gary Gygax's house, so we dropped him off on our way to somewhere. And as we were pulling away, we just yelled, "Nerd!" And every single person turned around. I'm like, everyone thought you were yelling at them.
Yeah, he's back.
I didn't realize I was on my my window browser instead of the app, so.
Hey, is anyone going to Gary or Gen Con this year?
I am not. I kind of wish, but
I signed up with Lurking Fears, so they have me running a bunch of games for them at Gen Con.
Oh, nice.
So I gotta run 2 Shadow Dark games, 2 Vaesen, and 2 games of a game called Piaga 1348, which is like a Dark Ages kind of like supernatural game.
there you go, Karen.
All right.
Is that
The
like
Simmons-
Warhammer, but with old stuff instead?
No, it's a role playing game, but I guess it's simple. It's an Italian game, so I'm still figuring it out. I can't find any information on it online, really.
Okay. Interesting. I will state that
Yeah, I don't know how much of that you want to divulge because of
I'll
the
do a
potential
very
panic
brief.
that it could maybe cause.
Yeah, I'll say that it's believed that when mortals die, their souls will be sent to essentially another realm, a shadow realm, where they'll wait in order to be judged, and they'll either end up in the celestial palace where all the goodness and all the different heavens of everyone's religions are all there, or sent to the hells or the abyss. So, be careful on your deeds, my friends. You shall be judged.
With that, Hogan looks straight at the thief.
I ain't never stolen nothing from nobody who didn't deserve to have it stolen from them. If they wanted it to not be stolen, they should have put a lock on it. A better lock. An impervious lock. More locks.
John
Better,
Cusack
better,
and
better and more locks.
John Cusack and Gross Point Blank. If I show up on your doorstep, there's likely something that you did to draw me there.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
Now
you
Holcomb taps, checks his wallet again.
yes. What is Morgosh doing? I mean, how are you? Are you going to stay down here in the tap room for the night, or are you going to go get a
No,
bedroom?
I'm gonna go find a room that has no windows if I can.
I would say none of them have windows because I'm dumb and didn't put any windows on the second floor.
That works out for me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Exactly. So you can go on upstairs and actually.
I'm gonna go grab a bed as quickly before they're all taken. I'm gonna get my half-orc stink all over it, so no one else is gonna want it.
Joke's on you! I licked all the pillows. They're mine.
You think
So, yeah.
that
I
me
did.
as a thief in all the
I
places
did-
I've been care about your half-orc stink?
I did a lot worse than lick the pillows. I'm just saying.
You're all gonna get pink eye. So yeah, you can pick a room. I opened up all the doors for you. What about Finnegan? What are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of stay in the room. I mean, it's fair. Is it actually nighttime now, or is it like just evening?
The sun is setting. You can see like maybe a quarter of the sun like over the trees. Beautiful sunset, but it's going to be dark soon.
Have the other patrons that were here left?
Madge and like 2 other people are staying there. The rest of the people, because you had like a small crowd of townsfolk kind of come in and listen to Madge. They have all bailed and are making their way back to their homes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take another quick look around the first floor, seeing that there's nothing really that interesting. I'm gonna just kind of go upstairs and go find my own room.
Okay. We'll go ahead and stick you upstairs so you can find a room. All the doors are open.
Am I able to just move freely, I assume?
Yes, go ahead.
All right.
What is Wind going to do? What is your plan for the night?
I do not plan to sleep through the night if I can help it. I want to see what happens. I want to do some recon and research. So for me, this is about finding out what happens at night. But I also want to go check out the door, and I want to kind of check out the symbol on the door and see like how secured the symbol is. It's like on the door, above the door. Where is it?
So it's just hanging on, like, as far as your average height person. So 5'10". They reach all the way up and bang a nail into the door jamb. It's just hanging from maybe a foot-long leather thong, and it's just hanging from that nail.
Okay, okay.
The thong is just it's just it's a circular symbol that has been carved out so that it looks kind of like the sun in the middle, and the leather thong has just been kind of run through in a slip knot and then tied in a knot and then just hanging from. I mean, it's not like these things are really all that fancy. You could probably whittle one with the end of your dagger in an afternoon.
Okay. Then yeah, I hang out down in the common area, and I might go look at other rooms, but I have no desire to like go to a room right now.
Okay. All right. What about Brogan?
Well, that all depends.
Okay.
Are they gonna let me bring my meat upstairs? Because I mean, I would like to drink it, in my room by myself. Because you guys just, might want to drink my my drink for me. So no, yep, that's what I want to do. I want to grab a big one and go upstairs.
Okay, so you grab a mini keg and you head upstairs. You can pick a room. So what is Egan doing now that you've kind of relayed all this information? What's your plan for the night?
Yeah, once I give it all this information out, I'm basically going to try and sleep. I know we're protected. We also have experience from knowing that we are protected through the night, and there's a lot of people here, so I
Sure.
think I feel comfortable enough to actually try and get some proper sleep.
Okay, so I can move you upstairs and you can pick a room.
Sweet.
And then there were 2 in the tap room.
They're gonna murder each other.
I'm gonna be partially. No, I'm
I think what I'm going to do is take one of these chairs over here,
All right.
put it here,
Okay.
pull that stool over here, get a pint, put it there, wrap myself in my cloak, and put the sword across my lap, and I'm just going to wait for those things to show up.
Okay.
Kind of like sleep in the chair, kind of doze till I start hearing them smashing on the door.
Okay. So, I would assume that Morgosh and Egan are probably, doing their spell preparation for the following day. I'm sure I know that Kieran, you like to play clerics, but as a reminder, like unlike arcane classes, you don't have to worry about a spell book. You have the full plethora of spells available to you. You could just pick new ones for the next day, should you want to do that.
It sounds like cheating. That's what that sounds like.
Yes, well, that's the divine aspect. So
it's like on easy mode. I get it.
you think that's
The
bad?
power of Jesus Christ and anime.
Yes. Have you looked at runic magic? It's
No.
like it's insane. Like it's like completely not Vancian. Like I know 6 runes. I can cast those 6 runes until I am at my limit for the day. It doesn't and I never forget them. I just keep whipping them out. Yeah, it's nuts. Okay. So the sun starts to go down. Everybody can make let's see here. Yeah, everybody can make a wisdom check. And I would say Holgrim and Wind, you can add a +2 to that.
Oh, so that's 21 for me.
Excellent.
Ooh, I did what? I think. Wait, yeah, I did good.
That's a 13 total, but not good enough.
So, Wind, you don't really notice anything. Finnegan, you're probably sacked out at this point. Little guy.
You got my whisper right?
I did.
Don't say anything about it, but I'll reset.
What are you keeping secrets from us? Is that what's going on?
Of course I am.
Hold on. Oh, wait.
You'll be fine.
No. Oh, here we go.
Can't trust a leprechaun.
That's racist.
That's
Yes.
racist.
It's totally okay because replicas deserve it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
Oh
No.
yeah, I'm gonna have a good night's rest. You know.
We're all gonna wear green face. Is that a thing? The leprechauns?
So Finnegan, you're probably little guy's all tuckered out. Wind, you don't really hear anything. You're kind of sitting, keeping quiet. But everybody else, even upstairs. I mean, these walls aren't super thick. You are starting to hear the sound of what sounds like people moving around outside. And you can hear like conversations and it sounds completely normal, like you would hear normal townspeople having conversations, saying goodnight before heading in, or asking about their day. Um, it's just all very strange. Downstairs, Holgram, you can hear you hear the same thing, but they sound like they're getting closer to that front door. And then you hear a knock on the door, on these outer doors here.
Who's that?
I promise you, if you open that door, you will not open that door ever again in your life.
Yeah,
Fear not, wind. I have the watch.
there's a
I
knock
ask
on the
again.
there's a knock on the door again, and you hear, "I'd really like to come in for a pint."
We're closed.
Oh, it's an inn. You can let me in.
Begone, foul demon, or you'll taste my blade.
So outside, and you could see outside through these windows. There's a number of windows in here if you wanted to step into, the foyer of the inn. Outside, probably help if I switch that. Outside, you are seeing this town, and you can see that the fog has kind of moved in.
I can't see a
it's
thing.
completely black, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Nope, that's fine. That's my fault. Me.
If you didn't want us to see anything, you could have just said that.
I know, right?
Theater of the mind it is, right?
There we go. You should be able to see that.
Okay.
So
yes.
you can see that
That is a wonderful map.
the fog has kind of rolled in. This, of course, is the inn that you're staying in. The fog has rolled in, just as Madge said. It seems thick as pea soup. But you can see people, like, not small groups of people either. Like there's like 6 people walking around over here. There's like another 6 or 7 over here. And they're up here. And all of these people that are walking around, they look like normal villagers. Like there's one woman that's walking around, she's carrying a broom, and she's kind of walking around sweeping the tile work of the streets. There's another one that's walking around carrying a large milk jug, the type with the big stopper on the top. You see some others that are walking around like a farm. It looks like a farmer. He's carrying a rake. They're just milling around and knocking on doors, like knocking on doors and asking to please come in. Or
See, that's suspect right there.
Yeah, I don't trust these clearly normal people at all.
Right. This village just seems way too friendly, and I don't trust it because of that. Because that's not how real life is.
Yes, nobody likes anybody else. Everybody hates their neighbors.
Exactly.
Everyone's a demon.
You guys just described every town I lived in Northern Ontario. Thanks, guys. Everyone knows everybody. Jeez.
But it's Canada,
Well,
so they apologized about it.
Maybe you should go out and talk to them then.
Oh, I'm tempted. G'day, hey, come on in.
You know what? I am all for it if you want to do that.
No,
If you want to
do that, we're putting another symbol on the inner door, and you can have that conversation in the foyer.
Speaking of which, I would like to take the symbol that I had picked up before, that I have in my pocket, and I am going to nail it up to my bedroom door.
Okay.
Just in case.
Just that little extra backup. Yeah. Okay, so you hang your symbol, and Holgrim downstairs for a third time. You hear like 2 knocks, and then you hear whoever's outside say, "Oh, who are you, my sweet? You shouldn't have been caught outside." And you hear the scream of like a young girl. And Finnegan's like, "Oh, sorry, that's just me." No.
Oh shit! That's a trap. It's a trap. I can hear Admiral Akbar screaming right now.
It's a trap.
Oh. What should a paladin do though? Am I kind of obligated to go out?
He would rush out
I've never
with his
never played
sword
a
drawn high.
You're not a dumbass unless you have like 7 intelligence or lower.
He's
Yeah,
lawful
I'm not gonna
stupid.
say.
They're all lawful stupid. That's what they do.
No, I got a 10 intelligence. I'm not lawful stupid, but I am lawful.
When
I
in
know.
doubt, roll a
Nice.
d2.
I don't.
1
Well,
means go,
well,
2 means stay.
I believe
All right, so that's debatable because evil will always win because good is stupid.
in Warhammer Fantasy
You can
Roleplay,
try to walk out the front door. You can try.
in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, there was an affliction that you could get due to chaos or insanity or whatever called heroic idiocy. And I remember the sketch drawing for it very well because it was this guy just running off, going to attack a sleeping dragon. The dragon had like one eye open watching him. And then there was like this woman and a wizard standing next to each other like, what is he doing? And yeah. So yeah, you hear this what sounds like a young girl scream, and out the windows you can see these normal looking villagers just instantly transform into these vile night terrors with the long razor sharp fingers and the protruding teeth. What are you doing?
Try, foul demon. Better luck again. Perhaps you might want to open the door yourself and come meet me. Can I stand up with the door?
Did you just invite that bitch in?
No, I can't try opening the door. I'm not opening it for him.
All right, hold on here.
I'm standing there with the sword ready just in case he actually can do it.
So, how I am going to do this, I will put other people off the map onto the side here. My bad. No. That way. Here.
My guard dog is growling.
Night terrors.
Ooh. Someone wants to play.
You have that iron sword, don't you?
Beg your
what?
pardon?
You have the iron sword?
Yes, I do.
Or yeah.
And it's already drawn and ready to go.
Do you guys hear the heavy breathing of my dog?
I love how half our
do
characters are
not.
actually asleep.
Nope.
As well. We're like,
I'm still drinking.
I thought
type
you
of
said
dog is he?
I thought you
He
meant
looks
a
like a little
metaphorical
tiny
dog,
fella.
honestly. I was thinking it was metaphorical.
That little pug.
Oh, the little guard dog.
What's his name or her name?
Marley.
Marley. Let's go,
Like Bob Marley?
Like Bob Marley.
Hell yeah.
I would call mine Puginator.
The
Puginator. No, wrong dice. There we go. All right, so why don't we have everybody give me a initiative check? It's just a D10 unmodified. That way we know where everybody is in the stack. If you decide that you want to act, you can act on your turn.
I always roll so low for initiative.
Now,
It's always like 2 or 4.
and that's unfortunate
Right.
because the for like demons and undead and things, the cleric, you want the cleric up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my character's sleeping.
Or at least in the middle. To get a radius.
Trying to find my damn initiative again. Marley, be quiet.
Character
Jesus.
sheet just under turn undead, left hand side.
I got it.
And Brogan.
Did you go outside, Holgrim?
No, I didn't. I just told him I dare him to try the door.
Yeah, he's just standing at the door.
You know,
I rolled mine. I accidentally just rolled it as a normal. normal 1d10,
I see.
though.
I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Yeah, you guys have complete control over your characters in the turn turn order, so you can enter those however you like to do it. So Morgosh, looking back, yeah, Morgosh, you can hear this crap going on outside. What are you staying up in your room? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not going out there.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
And Brogan, what are you doing?
Yeah, hold on. I just I put in the 5. My apologies. I put in the 5, and I'm just you may want to resort it.
Oh, okay.
Because I initially rolled a 5.
There we go. Gotcha. So, Wind, you hear, of course, you're downstairs in the tap room, and Holgren's kind of near the door, and he calls out and says, you know, if you want in, come in, or however he says it. What are you doing?
I am watching for any of the other people that come down the stairs. If anybody else in our party comes down and even looks like they're going towards that door, they will have to get through me first, because I'm not about to die because of an idiot. But I will, knowing that Morgan, or dude at the door, is kind of just like, he's like testing them. And I'm like, I'm okay with the test. So long as that door stays damn closed, I'm good with it.
Okay. Just a second here. Stupid child cat. Dad, I'm all running behind on everything tonight. So going back to this map. Are you staying by this door, Holgrim, or are you going like over to
Right there. I'm right here at this door.
Okay.
Because I'm not going any further than that.
Okay. Yeah, the knocking's coming from this door.
Oh, okay. I thought they were right at this door.
Yeah, no. Both of these doors have symbols on them, and of course, this stairwell here goes up to the second floor. So I wasn't sure if you wanted to be in the tap room or if you've moved to this door waiting and trying to taunt them.
If the stairs are there, then I am standing in this room because I want to be able to act if somebody comes down the stairs.
Okay.
No, the stairs are there. I said I'd block, so why not just be an idiot and be right here?
Okay. So, yeah, there are windows here and here that allow you to see outside. And kind of glancing around the outside, you can see one of these night terror. Well, you see a night terror that was in front of the door here, right? And it moves very quickly across this little courtyard where another night terror is holding a girl, probably somewhere between the ages of 16 and 20, and it runs up and just rips her open.
There's people out there.
Holgrim, what would you like to do?
Holgrim's not buying the illusion. I think it's an illusion. Because I see all those normal people, but we know that they're night terrors, so I think it's just an illusion.
Okay. So you're staying by the door then? Staying inside?
Staying by the door, taunting the guy. Nice try.
And the response on the other side of the door is, "Don't worry, we always get what we want." Brogan. Yeah, Brogan, you can hear all sorts of crap going on outside downstairs. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna go down there. I mean, you can't get enough sleep in this inn if everyone's yapping. So let me go figure this out.
Okay, so I will put you back down in here.
I have a question. Can I see the night terror on the other side of the door? Like, how close is he?
Well, initially he was close enough to be knocking on the door, but now well, I can show you. So this guy was over here. This guy ran over here and sliced her open. And you can see that there's, and actually there's more. There's those guys.
Wow, my God. There's like at least 12 that I can see.
And there are those guys. But none of them, at this point, none of them look like normal town villager or townspeople. They now all look like this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me know the second one of them is within 2 feet of the door.
Okay. All right.
Do not open that door.
I'm not opening the door. I have a cunning plan.
I'm gonna level up to level 3 and turn undead.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I cast sleep on myself because the just dealing with the horrors that are out there? I do not want to. My character is just like, what the F is going on? I just don't want to even hear them. I don't want to. It's like digging into my brain. Can I cast sleep on myself?
I mean, I don't see why not. And you're a level 1, so sure.
I would like to do that. I offer my services to anyone else that's in the building if they want me to do that for them.
You can hear snoring coming from Finnegan's room. I'm sure it sounds something like
I'm jealous, so I'm jealous, so I am going to figure this out myself, and I am going to cast sleep on myself to knock my ass out.
Okay, so we will give you the sleepy dopey face, and you fall back. You cast sleep on yourself and fall back onto your bed and are out.
I'm good with that.
Finnegan stepped away. There he is. Sir Finnegan.
If they get in and kill me during the night, at least I didn't know about it. That's fine.
Do I hear all the ruckus going on?
So you don't, which is kind of why I go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Does this have to do with surprises? Because I get a bonus for that.
It's not really a surprise.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Like an 8.
Wow, and that was wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the most that you can hear is you hear from down the hall the obvious loud galumphing steps of the dwarf going down the stairs. But that's about the most that you've heard.
I think. Well, first I'm just gonna take a peek in my pack and see if it looks any different.
It does.
Oh, good. I'm just gonna lay there and just listen for now. If I hear the sounds of commotion, I'll go investigate. But for now, I'm just thinking maybe the dwarf is gonna go take a piss or something.
Okay.
I hope you had our order because it looks like it's gone on our end.
I do
That's
have an
fine.
order. Yeah, it's missing on your end because I'm switching back and forth between maps.
Oh, yeah.
Egan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna leave my room and get to the top of the stairs and shout down, "Do not be baited by these demons. They are just looking for an excuse to rip us all apart."
Okay, so
trap.
you
It's a
call down
trap.
from upstairs. Yeah.
Don't be
Okay.
a dumbass.
Yes. Okay,
I
so
offered my services to you, but you didn't take it.
Morgosh is asleep. Wind, you see Brogan come to the top of the stairs. Or coming down the stairs, rather.
What's all the commotion about?
I choose to hide, waiting to see if he's going to do something stupid.
Okay, so you're kind of hiding under the stairs there. I'll give you the ninja.
I assume there's some kind of shadows or whatever at night.
Oh yeah, I mean this whole inn, there are shadows all over the place. So yeah, you kind of duck down, kind of under this windowsill and kind of under this stair platform, waiting. Are you holding an action, or what? Like, if you're holding an action, what are you
Yes.
holding for?
That if someone moves towards the door, wait, we have to go out there. I will be moving to tackle them.
Okay, all right.
Not that I believe my character will have much success with it, but I'm not going to make it easy on them.
Okay. This map. Wrong map. See, now I'm getting confused. There we go. So, looking out the window, Holgrim and probably Wind, you probably can look up and just see a little bit out the window while you're hidden. You guys can see that over here, from this house, from this door, you see a night terror come out here to about there, and he has a man he looks terrified. He also looks like he was just woken up. And you see this night terror do the same thing that he did to the girl and just rip him open and dump the body. All of the night terrors look like night terrors. The girl and the guy that he just killed look like normal people.
Yeah, but they all looked like normal people at once. They're trying to trick us to go save them. I'm sleeping anyway, so I can't really comment.
So Holgrim, again, you would see this from these windows. What are you holding fast?
I'm holding my action. I'm just waiting for one to get to the door. Let me know when one gets right up close to the door. I have a cunning plan.
Well, we have some more here. So this one's going to move up. Yeah, this one will move up towards the door. Let me move some of these others around.
Let me know when he's within 2 feet of the door.
Okay.
And I'm assuming this door swings open, right?
Yes.
Or swing, good. So it swings into the house, not out, right?
No, it swings outward. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to find out.
Kind of get these guys to move around. So yeah, this one moves to within 2 feet of the door. What's your plan here?
I hold the doorknob so that the door can't go forward. And with one motion, I ram my sword right through the door and hoping to get him.
Oh.
I'm not leaving. I'm just holding the door and trying to ram it right through.
Okay.
Hoping to stab him. I want to see if iron hurts him.
Okay. So
I'm not crossing the boundary.
Right.
I'm not opening the door. I'm just ramming a sword through, which I'm assuming is wood. See how far I can get it and see if I can stab the little bugger.
Yeah. Let me. It's funny because I've been doing a lot of work with this. So these are just wood doors, probably I would guess probably about 2 inches, maybe an inch thick.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an attack.
With the longsword, yep, going right now.
So that does get through.
I'm gonna use my hero token on that too, just to make sure it hits him.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Yes, it definitely hits him. So a wood door has 5 hit points per inch. This
Mhm.
door is about an inch thick. You ram the sword through the door, leaving 1 hit point left over, and this Night Terror lets out a scream. But and I got this sword, so you're gonna learn something about this sword.
Mhm.
As soon as I find it, here it is. So it is expert, so you get a +1 to hit, and it grants a +2 bonus to damage against Night Terror, Shades, and Jesters, because it is
But
pure iron.
it can hurt them.
And this guy just took 3 points of damage as your sword goes through, and you can hear like that gurgling crunch as the sword goes in, and it lets out a shriek of pain.
Taking it.
And I just kind of slide the sword back out and I go, it works.
And when you slide the sword back out, you can see on the end of the sword there's like a black ichor that is like kind of smoldering. That it just kind of smolders for a second, and this black ichor just turns into a vapor that disappears off the sword.
Hold it up and I show the wind and I go, we now
Seeing
know
as he
their
knows I'm
weakness.
there the whole time, I'm not hiding from him, and I just kind of look back with a very yes, like a good nod, but just a
Yeah.
yes.
All right, so Brogan, you would obviously see this as well. Brogan,
All right.
Does
what-
Brogan know I'm hiding, or does Brogan just see him look to the wall and go yes?
right? I honestly, Brogan might think that he was nodding to him. But
So it's +2 against Shades, Night Terrors, and Jesters, right?
correct. Technically, it's like +2 bonus damage against any demon, but in this context, it would be Night Terror, Shades, and Jesters.
Can I shoot around Holgram?
Well, the door's closed.
Oh, okay. I thought he just.
No,
sliced one open.
he's stabbed through the door.
Oh, okay. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, I don't think that damn door is worth any XP, but just in case, I'll go ahead and I'll stand here, and if anything comes through, I'll hold an action to shoot through it. So yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
I look at him and go, no need, my friend. We found what we needed to know.
Yeah, that
We
damn
found their
door was
weakness.
treating you bad. I can tell.
Yeah, I don't know why
No.
you're messing with these things. You guys are just asking for trouble.
So I'm gonna just go back to my chair, put my cloak around me, have a sip, and just doze in the chair now with the sword across my lamp.
Okay.
Now that I know I can kill the damn things with these things, I feel pretty good. I feel like mission accomplished. I've done my Mr. Wizard thing, and I figured what it is. I did my science test for the day, and I'm quite happy.
Finnegan.
I am now
through, well,
very
I'm ready to hit them.
curious if they can reach through the hole in the door, so I am going to watch the door that much more intently now.
No, Finnegan. What are you? You do hear like this like blood curdling scream, otherworldly like scream from downstairs. What are you doing?
I am going to get up and say, "All right, let's fucking do this." I can't sleep anyway, so I'm going to get ready the sword and board just in case and go downstairs. But before I do, I want to. Where is it at? I want to use one of my like daily leprechaun things.
Okay.
So from what I could tell, Preserving illusion essentially creates like floating, dancing lights and stuff.
I mean that sounds right. Hold on.
That's what I found, but
let me see here. Leprechaun. Blind light.
Because it just says a spell name, it doesn't say what the spell does.
Magic rainbow appears inside. Hold on.
I'm so glad you're here because if I said it, I think someone would be screaming racism on me.
Oh, persevering illusion.
It's allowed. You got the green card.
So
It's like I put.
you can conjure complex utilizing elements to trick all the senses, including heat and cold. The illusion, however, is one designed to follow a series of acts, as in a play. Creatures created by the illusion can talk and have simple reactions. The illusionist dictates what the illusion will be doing, saying, and behaving for the duration of the spell. The illusion can cause damage equivalent to what the illusion would do if it were real. For instance, an illusion of a knight attacking with a longsword deals 1d8 points of damage. The damage is real, but entirely mental.
Okay, so I guess I didn't find the right spell. Never mind. I'm just gonna go down with my sword and shield.
Okay.
Since obviously something is afoot, so okay, you can go ahead and teleport me down there. I can't move my character; he's stuck in a wall.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna come out with. I mean, am I able to do anything else, or is that like my whole turn, just moving?
I think you could. I mean, what would you like to do? You see Holgrim sitting there looking quite proud of himself. You probably can see. You can tell that there's a shadow here. That Brogan is just inside this inner door.
Yeah, let's come down and slam my sword next to my shield and say, "All right, who are we killing? You woke me up. What is it?"
Go back to bed, wee little fellow. I have the watch. I've just conducted a science experiment, and I show him the ichor on the blade. We found the ways in which to kill these things.
I mean, and how did you stab it?
I point to the hole in the door, and I said, "Through the door."
Why didn't you just like crack the window and stab it?
And break the boundary and let these things through? No. Do I look like a fool? Then I look right at Winnie and say, "Don't you dare answer that."
I was waiting for an answer. That's awesome.
Isn't the boundary broken now since you put a hole through the door?
Of course not. I made sure that the door didn't move when I did it.
Right, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be sealed tight, so why you can crack a window and stab.
Be gone, little fellow. You're annoying me.
You're making too much sense. Egan, you're at the top of the stairs. You've, of course,
I don't
heard
know
this.
if that was heard, but my character's sighs. Whether or not it was heard, I sighed.
So, Egan, you're at the top of the stairs. You saw this whole situation happen. What do you want to do?
I'll say, by Janice's grace, please now we sleep.
I thought you were going a whole other direction.
And
By
I just
Genesis,
scoop
hairy
off,
balls.
I'll say, good job, though. We now know we have a weapon which will work. As I crankily go to bed.
Okay, so you can go back to bed. Morgosh is sleeping. Wind, so you're still hidden. Maybe not so much because you keep sighing. Your sarcasm is giving you away.
But I am still intently I'm watching what happened to the one that got stabbed as much as I can, and I'm watching to see if they can attempt to break through the barrier via the hole in the door, or if it's something where like they can't open it, but if there's a hole they can pass through it. So I'm checking for things like that. I'm watching for every gap in the rules that there could be.
Okay. So going back over here and kind of showing you what's going on out there. I keep doing that. Wrong map. Okay. There we go. So looking back out here, the one that Holgrim stabbed limps out to here and is shouting, "They stabbed me!" And you can see these two are right here. So the one was holding the young girl, while the other one gutted her. They drop her to the ground and flee. Both of them take off running. Why is this not? Oh, because
You scared them.
I grabbed two. So these two take off running, off into the forest. And they're kind of yelling at the same time, "They've discovered it!" And you down here, they drop the man that they had dragged out of bed, and they take off running. Yeah, these two also. These two don't seem completely phased, and they show that they are dragging the corpses of a man and woman that they drug out of their beds. These two.
I still think this is a trick.
These two move up. They have killed somebody. These two can't get in. They are afraid and run. This one runs. This one, he drags somebody out that opened their door, and this one kills them, and this one runs.
You would think these people would be smarter than not to open their door.
This is why I think it's a trick. This is why I think it's a trick, because everyone knew not to open their doors. So I honestly believe it's a trick.
Well, the other side of that.
Where did the opening of the door happen?
Up here. And they dragged him.
Okay.
They dragged him down to here and killed him. So there are now 5 people that have been killed. And the one thing that I'll let everybody roll. Well, everybody except for Morgosh. Everybody can roll an intelligence check.
Am I the only one that's sleeping now?
Yep.
Yeah, I got woke up.
I'm about to go to sleep, but everyone's coming down now. Oh yeah, Holgrim's intelligence is his worst thing.
Finnegan and Wynn definitely got it. So
Holgrim can barely tell you it's a door.
So, yeah, I mean, there's this. Holgrim's got this theory that this is all an illusion and it's fake. And it occurs to Wind and Finnegan that the one part of the equation that seems to have been forgotten is that people lose their memories, and they lose more and more of them every day.
The people forget not to open the door.
Right.
We cannot stay here too long.
Well, the real estate gets cheaper and cheaper.
How much could 2 copper really get you?
You'd be surprised. Well, I mean, it's a bad part of town, so I mean, you can probably get quite a bit of square footage. So, having seen this and realizing now that there are 5 dead people out there, Holgrim, what do you want to do?
There's nothing I can do now. They're dead.
That's true.
He feels terrible because he honestly thought it was an illusion. Like I thought it was a trap to make me come out.
It'd still be.
I'm just gonna drop myself in my blanket and just go to sleep on the chair by the front of the door.
Okay. Brogan, what are you doing?
Remember, I got my sword on my lap with my hand just in case I got to jump up and fight. But I'm just gonna go to sleep in shame.
Okay.
Well, we are closer towards where the meat is, right? So I may as well just grab another one while I'm down here. And this is a chair. I'll move the chair over so I'm facing the door.
Okay.
And I'll just sit there in the chair with my crossbow that's got about 1 billion foot range. And it's comfy enough.
Okay. All right. Finnegan, what are you since you've come into this revelation, what are you doing?
Just before I go upstairs, just gonna look outside and be like, huh. Somebody should probably go out there and go grab them, but I guess they're not going to until the morning. But oh well, I gotta go sharpen this new sword. So I shrug and go up to my room.
Okay, so you can
Just kind of.
When he says new sword, I'm looking at my sword. He didn't take mine, did he?
It is.
No, it's a new sword. What are you talking about? You're asleep. You don't know anything. Go to night.
Been holding it in my hand the whole time.
No, not
Yeah,
not the iron sword.
No, you have your iron sword. It's fine. The luck of the Irish is with me. What can I say?
So yeah, you go back upstairs. Egan, what are you doing?
I think. So it's still very dark yet. Obviously, it's probably like what 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
even.
it's pretty late by now.
So I think what I'll do before I try and sleep for like 10 minutes, I'll get like a bucket of water and I'm going to purify and basically do spells on it, like prayers over it. And my idea is thinking to try and make holy water. So when we come back in the morning, you pour over the bodies.
Yes, you can do that. In fact, on here. So if I remember correctly, okay, so level 1 cleric spell, blessing water, creates holy water in a small vessel. Creates up to 1 pint of holy water. The spell can create unholy water as it bestows the curse of the gods. Probably not if you're, a good cleric.
I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the morning, I'll pour it over the bodies and do prayers on them to try and like sanctify them, I guess.
Okay. So you make some holy water. So basically the rest of the night, things start to die down. None of the night terrors attempt to break in anymore, and things kind of calm down, and they eventually just gradually start to move off into the surrounding forest, and they just leave the corpses of these villagers in the streets. And you guys are maybe, able to get, well, Brogan, Holgrim, and Wind, you're probably able to get a couple of hours of sleep. And, as the morning sun starts to spill through. And from the kitchen, Madge comes out and she kind of stretches. She evidently fell asleep in the kitchen. None of this woke her or the other two. Like in this back corner of the tap room, the other two were just kind of sacked out in their chairs. They're so used to this that it doesn't even faze them anymore. And so Madge comes out and you can just start to smell the cooking of bacon and eggs. And she goes, who's hungry? And she kind of goes out out the front door and takes stock of what happened last night. And she comes in, and the rest of you are kind of starting to wake up and making your way down into the tap room as you would, thanks to the smell of bacon. I mean, who can sleep through that, right? And
nobody.
Right, exactly. That wakes me up every time. And so she, as soon as everybody kind of gathers, she said, "Oh well, good morning. Glad to see that you're all in one piece. Last night was evidently particularly bad." And she shakes her head. "We lost some damn fine people last night. 4 of the locals didn't live to see the dawn. The smell of bacon is that's starting to burn wafts in from the kitchen, and she runs back in there and grabs the skillet off the fire. And returning a moment later, she's kind of licking her fingers of bacon grease. She says, "When things like this happen, the town generally meets at the old church to bury the dead. We don't have a priest of any kind, but we try to do the best we can." And she looks at Egan and Holgrim. She says, "Maybe some of you would like to say a few words during the funeral."
May I ask a question,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Since you and your people here know of these things, why would they open the door?
She says, "Well, some people get confused. Usually, if you're going to start to lose more memories, it usually seems to happen either late at night or in the early morning hours. Most of us are lucky enough that we don't even realize that we have been befuddled until we wake up and can't remember something stupid like our name or where we were born. Others, they wake up in a confused state and they've forgotten something even more important, like what the talismans do, or to not open the door when people are knocking at it in the middle of the night." And so,
Wouldn't it be smart to like nail the door shut every night and then pry it open every day? That way you don't have this happen.
well, I mean, maybe, but that only lasts for so long. I mean, you're gonna.
But it would
Busted.
get hard for somebody to open a door at night. Like if there were 3 of us in a room and 2 of us were sleeping, someone would have to make a lot of noise to get a door open if we had nailed and barred it shut.
Well, she
I
says,
must also know the ones that have left. Were they the longest here? The ones who forgot that? Have they been here the longest?
"Oh no, that's
Good point.
completely random." Everybody can make a intelligence check.
Has it anything to do with intelligence? That's another question.
Nat 20.
I sure hope not.
Because if it does, I'm good. I don't know about the rest of you. The rest of you are screwed, but
Uh-oh.
So
look at that roll.
So Holgrim, you're starting to have a hard time remembering the name of your parents or any siblings that you have. Egan, you're having a hard time remembering where it was that you trained to be a cleric. You don't remember exactly what town it was or what the name of the temple was. You do still remember that you followed Janice, but you're having a hard time remembering where it was that you learned all of this.
Okay.
Finnegan smoked it. He remembers everything.
That's the luck of the Irish.
Wind is okay. Borogan. Brogan, you
Are you talking to me? I don't remember my name.
right exactly. He does not remember his name. Yeah, absolutely. Can't like it feels like it's on the tip of your tongue, and you're just like, "What's my name?"
My new name is Chuck. I don't know. I need a name.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I'll tell the townspeople, like, we need to pour this holy water over them and say some prayers, and they should either burn the bodies or bury them and use the holy symbol they have all over the place for Janelle over the graves, like on a gravestone or crosses or whatever the case may be, just to be safe.
Okay. Second. Okay, so yeah.
I do support this plan of perhaps finding a way to keep those that may forget from finding their way out into the night. Dying of a lapse in memory is not quite a good way to go.
Madge kind of says, "Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you don't have any memories, then you don't have any regrets." So you guys finish your breakfast, and Madge leads you.
There's another dog! There's a shoulder dog! Sorry.
It's like a
Dog
parrot, but not
The dog
quite.
parrot.
A dog parrot, yes. So
Familiar.
Madge leads you out of the inn after you've finished your breakfast, and leads you up to this church that is kind of on a hill in the center of town. And there's a grave plot next. Hold on, I need to put you on the board so you can see what's going on here.
We should make the church have a lantern and assign the Janus symbol instead of the bat symbol. And just shine it into town.
That's a good idea.
Oh wow.
Maybe we could draw the Janus symbol like in the dirt, like really, really big around the whole town.
So
I like that idea more.
So when you get up to the church, just next to the church outside, you can see that there is a small cemetery plot that's out there, and you can see that some of the other people they were up earlier, and they have already begun digging these 5 graves. And Madge kind of leads you inside, and there's a number of people in here. There's a stairwell as you walk in here that leads up to the bell tower, the belfry. And there's somebody upstairs at the very top that is ringing the bell, kind of letting the rest of the townspeople know that there's a service that's going to be held. And when you come in, this is, and let me switch my main map. So this area here is, of course, the main chapel. There's a number of pews here, and you can see that there is a large stone relief on this back wall, and there's a rather fancy um, altar. I was pulpit altar, however you want to say it, and then there are these 2 large candelabras that kind of hang from the ceiling, or chandeliers that kind of hang from the ceiling, that they have a bunch of candles lit in them, and you can see that there is a door back here that goes to a back area of the church. And so Madge stands up in front of all the people, and she says, we unfortunately lost some people last night. It doesn't happen every night, but on the nights that it does, it makes the following morning extra difficult. She says, everybody can make an intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Is mine? Let me check that again. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, that can't be right.
Thank God I made it.
Yeah, maybe it can.
That can't be right.
He rolled an at 1.
Yeah,
It's right.
It's right.
Rolled a 1, got a 1, minus 1.
Wow, Brogan doesn't even know what's going on right now.
Are there cookies?
I like chicken. Chicken's good.
It's a funeral. Is there going to be funeral potatoes? So Holgrim and Wind, it looks like, you recognize that this is a relief on the back wall. This is a relief of, I mean, Holgrim just sees it immediately. It is a relief of the god Janau. And in this aspect, he is the statue is depicted as the bringer of the dawn, and so he's got kind of his
So
hands
that's
up.
the god I worship, right? Janelle. I'm looking at my
Yes.
character sheet.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is a depiction of him as the bringer of the dawn, and it's kind of him holding his hands out and a stone relief of what would be sunlight coming down behind his shoulder. And so Madge is kind of standing up there, and she says, on the days that this does happen, it makes the following morning that much harder. But we're lucky enough now that we actually have some people here that can say some words. We don't have any clerics or preachers of any kind in town. So she kind of looks to Egan and Holgrim. She asks if you would be so kind as to say some words.
Holgrim gets up, draws his sword, and does that kind of like night thing, gets on his knees and says one of Janice's prayers.
Okay. Janau's prayers.
Janau's prayers, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I got the right god here, because the one I got written down is Janeau, Janau, right?
That is Janau. Yep.
And that's the one with the broadsword, because I chose that one because of a broadsword.
Right.
So I'd have like, okay.
Yep. So yeah, you
Okay, good.
You kneel and say a prayer, and as you're saying this prayer, everybody in the church, all the townspeople, whether you're not sure if they actually remember what it is they're doing, but instinctually they just kind of all lower their heads and listen to your prayer. What about Egan?
I'm going to go in front of everyone, and I'm going to say, you must pray to your gods. You must pray to Janice and Janelle for the safety of everyone in this town. And I'm going to take out the holy word and say, you must place this upon the bodies. You must either burn the bodies or place them into a consecrated ground. And you must put the symbol of Janelle over the bodies, just in case. I do believe that they will transform into more of these demons.
Okay. Here. All right. So yeah, Egan gets up there and kind of gives some direction. As far as them worshiping their gods, most of them have forgotten who the gods are. In fact, some of them seemed like they were unaware that the god here, when you said, you should worship Janau and point to the statue, they were like, oh yeah, that's his name. They just couldn't remember who this guy was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so they at a certain point, you all go out and Egan, you sprinkle your holy water, and some of the villagers come with carved holy symbols, and they put them on the corpses as you instructed, and then they get to burying them, and you kind of consecrate the graves. And Madge brings you back inside, and she tells you, she says, and she looks at Egan, and partially and somewhat to Holgrim. She says, we have a room for whoever would want to minister here. And she opens this door. And let me see if I can get you all to fit in here. Something like that. And she leads you back into this back room. And this back room looks like it's just a typical storage room. There's shelves on the walls and in the corners that have books and notes and scripture scribblings that whoever would be ministering to a church might want to save. There are shelves that have extra candles and whatnot. There's a lot of scrolls in here. That, I mean, if you want to search them, you can. She tells you, though. She says, so the bedroom is supposed to be through this door here, but we lost the key. She says we haven't been able to get in.
Keys? People use keys.
Okay.
That's cute.
Right?
Thiefy boy.
Smiles and looks at Win and goes, "I guess you're up, my friend."
Sure. Wendy, you can make an open locks check, dexterity plus your level.
Son of a monkey's ass.
So he goes to pick the lock, and he is sitting there kind of cursing and like, this lock's really tough. And you hear a and Wind, you get from a small hose that's hidden in the top of the
Are you
door jamb, you get sprayed with a fine mist. Yeah, you get sprayed with a fine mist, and you.
Oh no!
so mad?
You
I'm
can.
so mad.
Everybody can make a wisdom check.
Is this against being surprised?
No.
No, to see what happened to him.
Nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Natural 20, baby.
Oh yeah.
20? Well, I rolled a nat 20.
I'm taking my dice and going home.
I know exactly what I just effing did to myself.
So, Wind is like. It occurs to Wind like almost at first he starts to panic, thinking, "Oh my God, is this acid? What is this? Is it poison?" And then you just realize that you're just wet. Holgrim, you look at it, and it occurs to you that it is actually a holy water trap.
I let everybody know that. I think we found our second weapon. And I look right at our cleric. I go, "I think you've got work to do."
I
Snap
blessed the
fingers.
man down in Africa.
So, yeah, the door is still locked, and Wind is unable to pick the lock.
No, it's not. I'm going to use the C1A1 boot and give it a kick.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make an attack.
What, just roll a strength attack on that one, or?
Yep. So, yeah, you bust open the door. It will not be locked ever again. And
It'd be
look,
funny if the key was actually inside like the Bible or something.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
and you can see that there's a small bedroom in there.
Well, well, shall we go check it?
Paladins
I'm gonna
first.
go.
my
I'm gonna
friend.
go. Well, Paladin will go in first and start checking it. Do the
Okay.
Gary Gack. Guy Gacks the room. Looking for everything.
Poking everything with a 10-foot pole while drinking buttermilk.
You got it. you know this. You've all been there. We've done it.
So you come into this small, pretty much austere room. There's a small table in the one corner with only the single chair. There's a nightstand with a unlit candle sitting on it, and there's of course a bed, and there is a wardrobe in the northeast corner. Everything else, the bed's made, everything's put away.
I'm specifically looking for two things.
Okay.
I'm looking for some kind of journal from this guy, and I'm looking for some kind of weapon.
Okay.
I'm looking for anything that looks like I'd fit those things. So that's what I'm tearing the place apart for.
Okay. So where are you looking?
I'm just going to start from the wardrobe, go through that, Then I'm going to go through the bed, like under the mattress, the standard things, headboard, and then check his nightstand. Just going through, looking for places those 2 items could be, because I'm looking for something. As I'm willing to bet the priest would have had an idea what to do before he lost his memory.
So, in the wardrobe, you do find that there are 3 sets of vestments that would be good for a medium-sized creature, such as a human or a human-sized demi-human.
By vestments, like clothes.
Yeah, the robes that a
Okay, the
priest
robe
would
he'd wear.
wear.
Okay, I gotcha. Cool. Okay.
But under the bed, you find a small iron box.
Open. See if said iron box can open.
It is not locked. Inside of the box, you find a holy symbol of Janau, and then a smaller wooden box. And when you look inside that box, it seems to contain ashes and bits of bone.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to put everything back the way it is, and I'm going to go bring it to our cleric.
Okay. So,
That,
yeah, both of you could make a...
is there anything else I can find?
That's all that you find in the room.
Okay, I take it back to him, and it's like...
So, Holgrim
Because
and...
he said these things should be burnt and buried and have the symbol with them. I think this is something important. And I hand it to him so he can have a look.
So both Holgrim and Egan can make an intelligence attribute check. Add your levels to it.
Why does it have to be intelligent?
Because it's the
Holgrim's
best attribute. That's why.
Because Holgrim's like borderline stupid.
I think you're overestimating yourself, man.
Forrest Gump would go, "Hey, dude, do you need some help?"
Let me see if I can find...
If you say your thoughts out loud, the rest of us can make intelligence checks too.
So we can all confirm how dumb you really are.
He does bring it out, and as you can see, Wind, you can make an intelligence check as well. You might actually know what this is.
I'm gonna guess it is like ashes of a saint or something like that in the bones.
Yeah, basically. So Wind.
When it's intelligence, the dice work for me. When it's wisdom, the dice say "fuck you."
So Wind recognizes this. In fact, he may have tried to lift one at one time in the past. That these little wooden boxes are said to contain the ashes and bones of like a saint or perhaps a cleric that in this case would have been a cleric of Janau, and these are a phylactery of turning. So the actual description of this is, it is a holy object that allows those who can turn undead to do so as though they were 4 levels higher. This applies for purposes of initial wisdom check and determining if undead are turned or destroyed.
You know, I tried to steal one of those things once. Apparently, it's not a good idea.
It probably goes for quite a bit on the second-hand market.
Well, I hand it over to our priest because I can't do that at the level 3, so it's better in his hands than it is in mine.
Okay.
Besides, I have my trusty sword and patch it again and tap it again.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay, this is cool. I will close the box. Do I have to like physically hold the box in order to take effect, or?
It has to be on your person, and it's got like a little brass clasp, just a little like lever clasp.
Yeah, I'll put it in my backpack, but before I do that, I will take one of the bones pieces and I will put it inside like my jumper or top like pocket or something like that, and close it, keep it close to my heart.
Okay. Did anybody want to do any searching of like the storage room or any?
Yeah, I think now I'm going to sit down and start going through all the scrolls.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I will help you guys
grab a file and start going through.
I'll help you check the room. Yes, I'll check the room with you all.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Anybody who's searching, make an intelligence attribute check, and I will be right
I'll-
back.
Why
was
does it
gonna
have to
search
be
as well.
intelligence? You hate me, don't you?
A 19.
Oh, I got 3. I can be. It's a scroll. Oh.
I'm actually going to roll really well. I mean, because that's what I do. Yep, I'm sitting back down again.
It's all I can do to stop licking my hands.
My nefarious intentions warped my intelligence check.
I'm gonna have a quick bio break. I'm right back.
You can't pick a lock. Can you pick a pocket?
Well, that depends whose pocket.
I can pick a pocket pretty well. I just haven't yet. Or have I?
I mean, the problem is the things where I get the extra boons are to move silent, check for traps, or place traps, and to listen. Those give me like extra skill points to them. Because
I
otherwise,
have. Oh, go ahead.
no, say your thing, say your thing.
I was to say, I mean, ironically, I have a ton of bonuses. Like I have +5 to find traps, +5 to hide, +5 to move silent, +4 to pickpockets.
What the hell
But-
class are you?
No, that's all being a leprechaun.
Yes.
Oh,
But because
gotcha.
he's a knight, he like if he wants to try to pick pockets, he cannot add his level to the roll because it's not in his. That's not in his wheelhouse. He's a knight,
But
not a rogue.
I still got +5 though, right?
Right, but you're not allowed to add your level. So your bell curve on that is going to drop off real quick when you get to higher levels.
Well, all I need is a war dog.
So, searching through these through the storage house or storage room, looks like Egan and Morgosh, you find.
+5 magic weapons? What?
You find 4. You find 4 divine scrolls, and we'll put a pin in that, and I'll come back and tell you what the scrolls are of. And you find 8 candles, 4 vials of holy water, 2 bricks of incense, and the divine spell or the divine scrolls that you find. Let me get to my lists here. The first scroll is a scroll of heal light wounds.
I can't use any of this stuff, so we'll have to figure out.
But Egan can. They're divine scrolls.
Right.
So the first one is heal light wounds. The second scroll is protection from disposition. The third scroll is aid. And the fourth scroll is restoration.
Who's keeping track of this stuff?
I'm trying to type it down as fast as I can here.
Yeah, same.
Are you getting down your stuff? Because you've got that turning thing +4, and it was. I missed. I just got back and I got the scroll. So it's scroll of aid.
I'm typing it out here. Hold on here.
Oh,
Okay.
I have been keeping notes in the journal on these things.
So it was heal light wounds. There you go.
Oh, excellent.
And you got 4 flasks, pint flasks of holy water, 4 candles, or 8 candles, sorry. 4 flasks of holy water, 2 bricks of incense.
Okay.
Question for the god of the game.
Yes.
Does
Are you
holy
talking to
ice-
me?
Does holy ice work as well as holy water?
I mean, I guess. I mean, water's water, right?
Excellent. Anybody got the freeze spell?
No.
Oh, I see where you're going. You want to about say that big to fit in a sling?
I do indeed.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, if you could freeze holy water and put it an ice cube in a sling, I mean, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Would our paladin be able to use any of these scrolls as well?
So, I think you have to be able, unless you're, in some cases, a rogue, I believe. You
Okay.
have to be able to cast, and paladins,
Mhm.
if and this, I mean, this isn't something you have to think of right away. So in the adventurer's backpack, there are rules for paladins as spellcasting classes. So the classic version of the paladin. There's also the bard in there and ranger. Anyways,
So level 10 classic from Paladin?
paladins don't get spells until 9th level.
Yeah.
So
These are all yours, buddy.
yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look them up during the week and figure out what's what as well. Just
I remember the first time I
study
saw.
them.
I remember the first time I saw 5th edition. I'm like, holy shit! Paladins can like cast at like 2nd level. What the hell is going on? I'm like, oh yeah, they're smitey smites. I'm like, little
Yeah,
little
that's why I don't
OP.
like it.
I
Little
run
OP.
5th edition, and everyone is like that. The paladin, I just want to freaking smite him.
Right.
I
Yes.
swear.
I'm right now in my Sunday campaign. My paladin has 1 level of warlock and like 10 levels or whatever of paladin. My most powerful character ever. Simple, just the most. Because with the warlock, I can make him charisma based, and then I get the aura, and the DM's always like, "Oh yeah, you got that goddamn +5 aura." Yep, sure do.
Right. Yes. Yeah, it ends up being more like building a deck for Magic the Gathering when you're
Yep.
building your character than it is for like actual role playing the game. You know what I mean? At
Yep,
least that's
true.
my take on it. I'm not a huge fan. The SRD was great though. Like the SRD, I was like, holy shit, this is the closest thing that they've come out with to 2nd edition AD&D in like 30 years. This is fantastic. And then they started mucking with it, and I don't know. They ruined it. So you guys conclude the funeral, and at this point, I mean, it's now probably, I wouldn't say that it's midday. It's probably about 11 bells. This is your town. And it's like Madge said that if you wanted to explore ways out of the town, you could. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
What do you guys think?
I want to go back to the.
Well, I think we should get a lay of the land before we do anything.
Yeah. Try and figure out, like, orientate ourselves to what's what and where.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Anybody else?
I would like to go to the inn.
Okay.
Or, not actually. I want to use. Well, I guess this is a DM question. For like forks and knives and stuff like that in this town, are they made of iron? Iron or wood?
They probably here would be made of wood. There might be a few utensils. Most of them are might be bronze.
How about this? Did I see any iron utensils in the tavern?
You saw metal utensils. You're not sure what they actually are made of.
We can look around for iron. Let's do that.
I would like to casually peruse the empty homes. Perhaps one of them will be to my liking. And I say that
Yeah.
thinking, I'm going to look through the homes for useful shit.
Okay.
I'll use one of my daily teleport things and teleport one of the metal utensils, a fork, into my hand. Just so I can see if it's iron or not.
Okay. So you teleport a fork into your hand, and it is more or less very easy to bend. You're guessing that it is the tines on the fork are very easy to bend, taking next to no effort. So you're guessing that it's probably not iron; it's probably bronze.
Okay. I'll walk with the party, but I'm gonna keep a suspicious eye on the villagers.
Okay. So are you kind of just splitting up and looking around the town, or how are you guys going about this? Who's
Can
grouping
I
up
place
with
my 2 bronze coins onto one of the dead people's eyes?
You could.
I don't like the way you said that. I'm not going to do that anymore.
When
You
the
open
DM
your mouth.
quickly agrees, don't do it.
It's canon. Oh.
You could try.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, you could. So that is the
Not anymore.
You
Not
don't.
anymore.
Well, and it's actually good that you brought that up because you don't have to. Each of these bodies, as they are laid into the ground, the villagers have, or the townspeople have already put a coin, 2 coins over their eyes. And this is a pretty typical burial practice that you've all run across in your lives. In the known world, this is a pretty common practice.
I think I would like to walk towards the north area, towards the path, and
Okay.
see what I can see on the edge of town. And like on the way, if I see anyone acting weird, considering they're all like losing their minds.
Okay.
And I think I should try to find a blacksmith. I'm gonna go look for iron.
Okay.
I'll join you.
That was so creepy.
I know.
You say it like that, I just don't want you to come now.
Oh, I'm following you.
He's gonna be sharpening that sword, you know.
I'm gonna go with in hopes of using my like appraisal skill to make sure that it's actually iron and not like some kind of
I like pie.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's an inn. What's Morgosh up to?
All right, so I have no interest in a blacksmith, but I do want to see if there's any kind of library or any kind of place that I can get information.
He did say there was a bunch of old books and scrolls at the church.
Right. If that's the case, I'll go to the church and I will sit all day just perusing over books.
Okay. Okay. So
I'm looking for more of like recent history, if I can.
Okay. So you're perusing the books, and Wind is off browsing through people's houses.
I'm going to start by going with the guy that went to look for iron. I'm going to start wherever he goes for now, and then maybe look at the other houses after that.
Okay. So, Holgrim, Finnegan, Brogan, and Wind, you do find a small blacksmith shop. And attached to this blacksmith shop me scroll up here. So I wrote it down so I don't have to remember. Yes. They're attached to this blacksmith shop or in an outbuilding is a stable. And there is a young guy, looks like he's probably in his mid-20s, that his name is Bertram, and he kind of operates the only blacksmith shop in the town, although the about the best that he's capable of doing is upkeep on tack, shoeing horses, making nails, and common items. He has no skill in armor or weapons at all. But in the stable, there are 3 horses that are all black as night. They're typical riding horses, and there is a dog, a hound that Bertram affectionately refers to as Jimmy.
Does this hound look to be leprechaun sized?
It is a medium.
riding?
It is a medium-sized dog. It's a big dog, like a
Okay.
mastiff.
Okay, I can deal with that. I mean, unless Holger wants to start talking first, I mean, I'll walk up to him and
Oh, you go ahead.
I'll just be like, do you have any iron nails for sale?
So Bertram tells you that they have had some iron ore come through. They currently don't have any. It seems that whatever has come through has been. And he kind of looks at Brogan and he says that his people are usually the ones that bring it through. And he says, but we don't have any presently. Pretty much everything that we make is either copper or bronze.
You're telling me
Even horseshoes, and I point the horses.
Yep.
Those
Yep.
bronze.
Yep. It seems that bronze and copper are quite prevalent in the forest. He says, I've been out in the forest, and sometimes you just pick it up. It's just on the ground. There's a rock, and you pick up copper, and sometimes you find tin. So he says, I don't really know that much about smelting ore and things like that, but I was taught how to mix copper and tin in order to make bronze.
I mean, that is literally smelting.
Yeah, but he would not have known how to do this unless somebody taught him, and he wouldn't know how to, for instance, remove the impurities from iron ore or anything like that.
I kind of walk up to this nice, lovely steed, this bull mastiff, and say, what's the information about this here beautiful dog?
And he comes over and affectionately scratches Jimmy, and he says, well, Jimmy's been around here for as long as I have, and he says, I don't know how long I've been here, but it feels like it's been a long time. He says, and he says, maybe Jimmy can help you. I mean, he goes, I'd be really sad to see him go, though.
I mean, he's not gonna go, but I mean, I'd love to like walk him around the town and stuff, and give him a little bit of exercise.
Sure. Yeah, you can walk him around. Jimmy's not tied up or anything. He wanders around on his own as it is.
Because I happen to have some harnesses and stuff. I can actually ride such a big beast. Believe it or not.
I choose not to believe it.
Well, behold, give me 10 minutes so I can.
Since you gave me the option, I choose not to believe it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting my riding stuff on him, the saddle and everything else. I mean, fuck it.
Okay. On here, I have a picture for this.
But I suspiciously look at Holgrim and like shake my head.
Suspiciously look at me.
Well, I look at you like this, like when I asked about the iron nails. There's no iron nails in the whole fucking village, really. Like, How about this? I'll pull everybody aside after I get the dog saddle up. I'll be like, let's have it. Let me tell you my thoughts.
Very well.
Why do you think there's no iron in this town?
Well, based on what happened last night, it would appear that these things don't want iron around here because iron can kill them.
And who else wouldn't want iron around?
Well, I would believe the terrors, the jesters.
Hey.
What if I was to tell you my hypothesis that the villagers are the night terrors? And the way we could easily experiment with it is by simply finding a piece of iron and nicking one of them.
All we have to do is run up and stab one of them.
No, you don't have.
Head off.
If you literally just walk up and actually nick them with like an iron dagger or an iron nail or something.
Yeah,
if it does
anyone
a
is going to be pissed at that.
Well, I can do that right now, and I kind of draw my sword and I go, I'll just find out what's going on.
The good thing is they won't remember who got them in the morning.
No, I won't.
Take the pinky finger.
I'm
No.
merely telling you my hypothesis I'm working with.
Well, it's my sword. I'm just going to go up to the guy and go, is there anything you can do with this? And I kind of hold it up to show it to him. Like, just one of you, can you sharpen this for me?
So
And I want to see what his reaction is
yeah,
as I hold it up to him.
he's like, yeah, I can sharpen that for you. And
Then I just kind of hand it to him.
yeah,
See what happens.
he takes it and he kind of works the pedal on a wheel and he starts running it over the grinder. Doesn't seem like it's a problem to him.
Okay. I take my sword back. Well, there goes your hypothesis. He wouldn't have been able to touch it if he was a demon.
Is it they can't touch it, or I don't really know exactly.
No, they can't touch. They can't touch iron.
Okay.
Well, how do you really know that, though?
Demons and fae, iron's a big thing.
Yeah.
Super allergic.
Yes.
I
That's
will
why my
say another-
mother, my mother always put a horseshoe in our cribs when we were babies because of that stuff.
I will say my other hypothesis that something is
Boink.
afoot with the villagers, which this may be a DM thing. Pretty sure we said that there was 5 villagers dead at the end of the night, right?
Yes, there were
We just buried them.
there were 5. that were dead.
However, the tavern lady said there was only 4.
Yeah, no, that was a mistake.
Or was
on my
that
part.
was
There
that okay?
there were
okay.
5.
Never mind then. Never mind on that part. I'm
I
still
would be
not trusting the
curious to
villagers.
see how many new people come into town after those deaths.
So, are you guys wanting to stay another night?
Well, where else? How are we going to get out of here?
Yeah, I think we go back to the tavern.
So,
Yeah, I think we
here,
should probably
here
stay,
is
and-
Jimmy
You know,
the
we
War
never
Dog.
tried to leave. They told us we couldn't leave, but we never tried it.
We could try the next
Oh,
morning.
their
and see
their
if we
word
can
is
find
good
anything
enough for
more
me.
time.
Him.
Their word is good enough for me. So
Yeah, I mean
I've
they
never experienced.
I'm gullible. So
so
Never once in my life have I found someone's wood to be good enough as is.
so Egan, you kind of moved to the north end of town and you're looking around and kind of people watching. You don't see, I mean, they don't, they act, of course, sad about what happened, but they just got done with a funeral this morning.
Mhm.
But beyond that, they are going about normal day-to-day routines. You know,
Okay.
collecting eggs from the chicken roost. They're picking vegetables or whatnot from their gardens or tending to their gardens. Nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Relatively normal behavior considering the circumstances.
Yes. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to make sure. I'll head back to the inn whenever I'm finished doing that.
Okay. Morgosh, you don't find a whole lot of information. However, you do find a little bit. First, you find a hand-drawn map, and this is going to be a far more gallant-looking map than what the hand-drawn shows. But in one of the books, you find a map that looks like this. And there are some...
I'm going to need you to redo that with crayons for the next time you do.
You can clearly see that there is a town here. And you're guessing that is where you're currently located at. The other thing that you find is that there are scribbled notes in here. Some of them are of interest, and some of them sound absurd. They don't make a lot of sense. The ones that are of interest is that there are notes and some drawings that depict these stone huts, and they almost look like burial cairns in the way that they're stacked. And there are these scribbled notes next to these hand sketched drawings that just says teleportation ?
Can I make a facsimile copy? I can't even talk. I've had a few too many. All right, a copy of the layout. That way, and any important notes. That way, I could bring it up to people. If I can sneak the book out, I would like to try to do that.
Oh, nobody's going to stop you from taking the book if you want to just keep it.
Oh, then I'll do that.
Yeah. The other item in here that makes almost no sense to you is a reference to the lighthouse in the mountains.
Right, so there's only one set of mountains here, right? That's to the north?
Yeah, there's this large mountains over here. It doesn't show where any of this stuff is, but there is a reference to this lighthouse in the mountains, and the lighthouse keeper may have discovered the truth.
All right, I'm going to take the book with me, and if there's any other books or scrolls that may have any information that we might deem pertinent, I'll take that as well.
Okay, so you kind of load up. By this time, of course, it is getting towards nightfall again, and you all kind of reconvene in the inn.
All right, I'm going to sit everyone down over dinner and talk about what I found.
Okay. I mean, you could show him. I mean, he's got this hand-drawn map, but there's the only reference point on that map is the town. There's nothing else, but you've got like scribbled notes and like sketches of these stone huts, and then there's notes about this lighthouse, and that the keeper discovered the truth, and for some reason the lighthouse is in the mountains. It sounds like it was written by a crazy man during a fever dream.
Okay, so obviously it's too late for us to do anything about this tonight, but maybe tomorrow we can go investigate either the huts or the lighthouse.
Leave a first light sort of thing.
Right. Well, that way we have. And the thing is,
from here?
Can we see it? Can we see the mountains? A good point.
From here, because if we can see the mountains from here, we might be able to see the light, and that might prove if the guy's crazy or not.
Wow.
Didn't he say there was a mist over the town?
There is. And let me look and see. So one of these hexes is 6 miles.
But if there were a light up here, we'd be able to see it.
You usually can see about 3 miles on flat terrain.
It's about. I mean, just looking at this map, it's hard for you to judge, but I'm estimating it's about 48 miles. And with the fog, probably not.
Okay,
so like 100 kilometers.
So we can't see the mountains, but from this map we can determine that the mountains are there.
You're assuming that the map is correct. Yeah.
Can we ask the or whatever her name is about the mountains?
Madge.
Madge.
Yeah, so you ask Madge about it, and she tells you she's never been anywhere where there are mountains. I mean, she tells you there's some hills in the forest and whatnot. She hasn't gone too far out because, well, she hasn't gone too far out since the first time that she arrived, and she still remembers that, is that it got to be dark. She got scared because she could hear the night terrors in the forest. She ran into a bank of fog in a blind panic, and when she stepped out of the fog, she was back in town. And she says, come to find out, that's pretty normal for everyone, but she since then hasn't gone any great length of distance.
Does she remember anyone talking about mountains or the huts?
No, but she said that there was an individual that did do quite a bit of exploring, and those notes that you're seeing, he would go and he would talk to the priest that we had for a while, and that may be where that information is coming from. Another piece of information that you find in those notes is so it's the stone huts. It says teleportation ? And then it says protected.
Okay. I am continuing to take that talisman or the holy symbol and put it in my pocket every day, so I have one with me at all times.
Okay. So we will go ahead and break here, and we will pick up next week with you guys going on your exploration at first light. Let me go ahead and give you guys some XP.
I was just going to ask that.
Yep. So the first thing, Holgrim, for your good idea with stabbing through the door, you get a hero point.
Ooh, good. Thank you.
That was brilliant.
And actually, let me go ahead and bump this up just a bit. There we go. Let's see, how many are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Has anyone leveled already?
I think
the rogue did.
So everybody
I
gets
leveled once.
Everybody gets 750 XP.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
750, right?
Correct.
Ooh, that might have me danger close.
I'm close, but I'm still level 1.
Oh, also, Wind, make an intelligence check. Okay. So in your perusal of some of the other houses, you did find something hanging in a wardrobe. Find it here.
Some old lady knickers.
No.
Enjoy.
Hanging in a wardrobe in the bedroom, one of the bedrooms of one of the houses, you find a male shirt.
Nice.
It is +4 AC.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about its gender.
Damn. I'm 84 XP to leveling up.
I'm 87.
I still have like a few hundred. I'm a wizard, though.
I got like 600.
Male?
I gotta go.
Okay.
My character can't wear mail, so can anybody wear mail?
I can wear mail.
I can, but I'm already wearing a better armor.
You should keep in mind that your cleric has no armor at all.
Oh, then maybe we'll give that to him.
Sure.
Cleric, I found a cool shirt for you.
Okay. Thank you, good sir. I will bless you on this day.
It's a male shirt
My
that
wound
says, I
shall
came
not
to this
bleed.
town and this is all I got. And so, let me check our chat. Looks like we have no chat users other than people that are already in here. All right then.
Can you send me the link
likes
where this
us.
is? Like,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where is this? Is this in like where are you broadcasting this? Are you broadcasting this
It's on
in
Twitch.
It's on Twitch.
It's on Twitch.
Can you send me a Twitch link so one, I can sign in, and two, I can start advertising it on my Instagram?
Will do. Yeah, I'll
Thank you.
post. It's the same link
ditto.
that I posted in our Discord. That's the link.
Okay.
So, everybody roll a d6.
Ooh, everyone?
I won. I
Yep.
won last time, and I just bought the backpack, the adventurer's backpack. So
Nice.
I'll refrain. I'll refrain.
Okay.
Yeah, I got them last time as well. So you guys.
I've won one also, but if I win, just put it on YouTube or something.
Okay.
Let me see. I gotta log back in. I already got out of the game. Just a D6?
Just a d6. So
One.
Morgosh, you win a code. When
For
we're
with a 1?
Yep, we're gonna go low.
Oh.
Morgosh won and Brian won. So both of you send me a message in Discord, and I will get you your codes, and we'll pick this up next week at 6:00.
Perfect.
Yeah, excellent.
Good.
Thank
All right,
you kindly.
Absolutely loving this.
Great session.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Onwards.
I like
Thank you,
playing with
sir.
you guys. You guys are fun to play with.
Yeah,
Now that
enjoy,
I have
guys.
a
Have a
mouth,
good
the
one.
It's awesome
shenanigans
again.
can
Thanks,
begin.
guys.
Have a good one, guys.
Guys,
I'll see ya.
guys, you're
See you
clearly
guys.
my people. Thank you.
Later.
See you guys.
Prepare
buddy.
for shenanigans.